you. And if you can please just copy it down. Just a quick sketch of what we did. We were labeling this the median, okay, the upper quartile, the lower quartile, the min, and the max. Okay, Ms. Chin likes to abbreviate. I don't want to waste time. But as long as I know what it is, or as long as you know it, that's okay. You can do that too. Okay, so now that we identify this, what are some words that help us describe the data? Okay, turn and talk. Give me some words. Throw out some words to each other. What are some words that can help us describe data? Okay, bring it back to it. So what are some words? What are some words? I heard some really good words. Angelica, can you give me one?
Skewed.
Skewed? Skewed what? Just skewed?
Skewed distribution.
Skewed distribution. Who can tell me what skewed distribution is? Okay. When we say distribution, it's how the spread or the pattern or the trend of the data, right? So what would skewed distribution be? What would be the skewed pattern? Yes?
When all the data is bunched up in one place.
Oh, interesting. Do you mind drawing me an example up here on the board? Okay.
Wait, like a box of oyster flat?
Up to you. Ah, interesting. Class, thumbs up if you agree, fist down if you don't agree. I agree too. Thank you, Hector. Okay, so that means that the distribution's bunched up, he said, in one section of the data and not the other. Now, ready for the French? Ready for the French version?
Yeah.
Alrighty, so let's have a box plot. Notice all the data's bunched up on this side, right? So I'm going to put my box here because it's bunched up on this side. I'm going to draw the beard. Okay, most of the data's here. And then it's kind of pewtered off all the way here. Everybody see that?
Yeah.
Do you see the beard now?
Yeah.
Now, turn your head sideways. Do you see the curve?
Oh yeah, it's just upside down.
Right? Okay? And guys, you can also say it's skewed this way, and then your box plot would be to the right or the left?
Left.
The left. And then you'll have your beard. And you can see if you tilt your head upside down, it looks like that.
That's cool.
Okay? Now, is there another way to explain distribution? What if it wasn't skewed? What if it wasn't bunched up in one section? Is there another word to kind of explain it in a different way? Carla?
Spread it and even.
Spread. Oh, so you're talking about evenly spread and unevenly spread? We can talk about that soon, but there's one more thing about distribution. Back. The homework is on the website. Okay, Camila? Normal distribution. Somebody explain to me what normal distribution is. Isaiah?
When the hill is in the middle, and that's good.
What is hill?
It's in the middle.
So you mean when a lot of the numbers are in the middle, or?
Yeah.
Okay. Can you draw it for me, actually, Isaiah? Very interesting. Okay. Agree or disagree? I do too. Okay, so now let's make the box plot. If you had normal distribution, it would kind of look like this. Okay? I'm going to make the beard. Now tilt your head. Do you see it? Okay, that's normal distribution, where all the data is spread out pretty evenly. And then who talked to me about the spread again? Who mentioned spread? Carla. So then, Carla, which one is evenly spread? The normal distribution or the skewed distribution? Good. So evenly spread out would mean it would kind of look like this or like that. unevenly spread out, meaning, like Hector said, some things are all clustered in one section, right? Very good. These are 4 words that we kind of spoke about, but there's one more. Let me draw you something, and you tell me what you think the vocab word is. What is that dot over there? What is that dot over there? There's all these pieces of data in a section, but then there's one lonely piece of data in the other. One lonely piece of data in the other. I like how Chris is looking at the words, the vocab wall. It's up there. Donovan?
Outlier.
Outlier. Remember? Sometimes you notice there's a lonely person at recess, right? And they would be the outlier because everyone else is playing over there. Please write the word outlier. Okay? Outlier would be a piece of data that is different from the rest. Okay? Again, please do me a favor and vocab wave all of these words so you have them in your notes. Remember, vocab quiz is tomorrow. You can also highlight, it's up to you. I need you to please write down quietly the answer to letter C for 5.3 now. Do you remember this box plot you did during POD?
Yeah.
I need you to write down what is the overall pattern of this box plot. I need you to use at least 2 vocabulary words out of that. And I need you to also use at least 2 numbers. Remember, we're doing MP2. We need to reason abstractly using higher level concept words, but then also numerically talking about the numbers. So are all the numbers maybe bunched up around 5 and 10? Or all the numbers bunched around 20? Right? Using numbers to talk about it that way. And then can you explain to me talking about distribution and spread? You have 2 minutes. Go ahead, quietly, and then you're going to share out with your group. Two vocab words, 2 numbers at least. Okay, do you kind of know what you're doing? Very good. Nice. Hector's even highlighting the 2 words he used just to make sure he got them all in there. Questions about the answer? These numbers are different. Okay. I think a lot of people are kind of done already. Yeah. All right. Can somebody tell me? I'm going to write it on the board. Somebody tell me, how can I describe what's up there? Go ahead, Gerardo.
You can describe what 2 vocab words on the because you can see that it's skewed.
Okay, so I do want complete sentences, so I'm going to start you off, okay? And start using your Socratic starters when you speak. So, Gerardo, let's start with this. The overall pattern, we're restating the question, right? The overall pattern of this data is, go ahead, Gerardo.
The overall pattern of this data is, one of the vocab words for this data is, maybe the data is skewed.
So it is skewed. Skewed what?
It is skewed distribution.
Okay.
And I think it's skewed distribution because if the data was even, it would be in the middle, but for skewed it means it's like in a certain area and it's not even out.
And while I'm writing this, you guys write it too, okay? this is our group answer. If the data was even, it would be in the middle. But in this case, what?
But in this case, it's on the right.
What is on the right?
The data.
The data. All the data? And some of it? Most of it? Most of it. Can anybody else add to this? So I'm going to highlight the words that we use. Skewed distribution, okay? We still need more words and we still need numbers. Okay?
The overall pattern of this data is unevenly spread.
So are you adding to it or do you want me to rewrite the whole thing?
Rewrite the whole. No, add to it.
Oh, add to it, okay. So it what?
It is also unevenly spread because most of the data is in a different part and there's a little bit of data in a different part.
Okay, can you use numbers to show me that? So would it be near 0? Is it between certain numbers? Can you tell me that, Chris?
So it would be in between 16 and 20 because most of the data is right there and where there's least data is 0 to 12.
Does everyone agree with those numbers? Desiree has a confused face. What do you think, Desiree?
I thought it was between 13 and 16 because that's where the box plot is located at.
Somebody said 12? 12? Do you guys agree?
Oh yeah,
with
12.
Yes,
12?
12 through 16.
Okay, where the box is?
Yeah, where the box plot is.
Okay, so we use numbers. We use 2 words. Somebody read this whole thing to me as a group. Somebody read this whole thing to me. Somebody I haven't heard from. Somebody I haven't heard from. Angelica?
The overall pattern of this data is skewed distribution because if the data was even, it would be in the middle. But in this case, most of the data is to the right. It is also unevenly spread because most of the data is between 12 through 16, where the box plot is.
Does that sound good, class?
Yeah.
Do you like it or do you disagree? Do you like this final draft? Very good. Okay, please finish copying that if you haven't.